So at this point, there's a square there where I could put in a date, but it's not asking for it or anything else like that. So just to kind of follow the same pattern as above, I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to go ahead and add my line above this. I'm going to print and put my parentheses in, put my quotation marks in, and say, what year were you born? Okay, so what this will do now is put that and then do the input very similar to what we have up here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this and run this once again. So what's her name? Okay, Mr. Blanchard. Got a little typo there. Oh well. Enter, take it down to that. What year were you born? And then I can put in the year I was born. I'm just going to, not accurate, but I'm just going to put down 1999 just for kicks. Okay, and I push enter, and it's going to end the program, but it doesn't do anything else after that. So that's one option. So notice that the what year were you born is on this line over here, and then it goes down to the next line, so you type in your answer. You can also, if you prefer, put this, what year were you born? I'm going to go ahead and just move that from here down into my parentheses here. Okay, so what I want to do So I'm going to take all of this right here, and I'm just going to do Control-C, copy, and then Control-V, paste, and I'm going to get rid of this line 7 for right now. So my input now has this argument, what year were you born? So I'm going to run again. So what is your name? So this is same as before, so it's got the next space down, Mr. Blanchard. Okay, now notice that with what year were you born, it's now right after that line. Okay, there's no spacing in there. There's nothing there. It's just what year were you born, and then you go through and you can type in the year. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good way of doing that. There's some spacing issues, so I think to kind of fix that, I'm going to come back over here to my code and put a space at the end of my sentence. So I stop and rerun that. Okay, you'll see there's a space at the end here. That does clean it up a little bit more. Okay, and you could definitely do it that way. As I go through and work through things, I am actually going to take the approach I took the first time around and put them 2 different lines. The only reason why is just because I think it's a little bit cleaner looking. And also, as I'm going through looking at my code and comparing my code over here with what's being processed over here, it makes it a little easier for me to kind of match up what's going on. So I got hello world, what is your name goes there. There's my input right there. Printing that right there. So you're going to lose some spacing with the extra spaces in there, but at least I get a better idea of where I'm at with things. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to where it was before. So I'm going to leave my input empty and ask my question up here first. It is also important to know it's also important to know as well that this will go in order. So if I were to switch the code on line 7 and 8, it would ask for the input and then ask the question after I put the input in, which isn't really much of a help. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build this out a little bit more now. So I'm going to go up here to beginning line 7 first of all, and I'm going to have my program say something to the person using this. So I'm going to do another print command here. I'm going to say, I am going to guess your age. Okay, so say what year were you born? It's going to then go ahead and ask for that input. So now what I need to do, so whenever someone types something into the console side of things over here, it's considered a string. So it's considered like a word, some letters. We're going to do some math. So we have to turn that string into an integer, which would be a number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and define born a little bit more. So the user's going to put the input of the year they're born. Then I'm going to say that born is going to be an integer, so int. Int is used a ton in so many different programming languages to mean integer. Matter of fact, it may be all of them, truthfully. And then inside of here, I'm going to put down born again. So what I'm saying is, and this sounds a little bit weird, but the variable born the variable born is an integer and it's born. Okay, so it's kind of repetitive, but that's what's going on. That's what works. So now I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go ahead and make yet another variable called age. Now, to find the age, what I want to do is I want to put in the current year. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 2021, because that's when I'm making this video, minus born. So minus the year that someone was born. And then I'm going to go ahead and go down here one more line, and I want to print then age. So if I go through and do this, if I stop my code and restart it, okay, what is my name? Mr. B. Okay, what year were you born? I'm going to say 1999 just for kicks. And you'll see that if I was born 1999, I would be 22 years old. So we're going to keep on adding to this code. One thing to take note of is that if someone's birthday has happened already in the year, it's going to be a different number than it would be otherwise. So, for instance, if a person was born right now as I'm recording this, it is currently February. If someone was born in January, it would be accurate. But if someone was born in October, it would not be accurate. So we got to update that. I'm also going to make it so it'll pull in the current year. So as time goes along, I can go through and make it so that way the year always changes based on the year that it currently is.